if you were going to go up and try to do Elephant Man second try, what would go number one look like?
I would have my brush. I would brush all the holds. I would.
That's good, actually. I wouldn't have said that, and I yell at people often for not carrying a brush. So,
yeah, especially the jugs. For some reason, people want to
people don't brush jugs.
Yeah, they want to brush the crux holds, but not that they spend 5 seconds on, but not the massive jug rest that they spend 30 minutes on resting.
Yeah, brush the holds. And you're going to get lots of opportunities to brush on this first go.
Take bolt to bolt. So really, and I mean, I think we talked on this last time, or one of these recent episodes. When I say bolt to bolt, I literally mean every single bolt to bolt.
Yeah. If you're feeling good, don't keep going.
Yeah. Even if it is good holds, stop, feel around. Sometimes holds have extra pockets next to them, or there's just something small you might not have seen. You don't want to trust your onside beta for your next go. There's almost always something you could do slightly better. So be going bolt to bolt, really trying to take my time. Biggest thing that I see go wrong with people, and I know this happens to me, is not being patient. Don't settle for good enough. And there's a difference between I need to try 3,000 different types of beta.
Right.
But just because you can pull through something first try, it's well, if you're at the 9th bolt, you might want to consider if that's the best method, double check.
Yep.
Another huge thing, and this is I've been guilty of it, I think everyone has, is not overlapping sequences.
Yeah.
Anytime you go to pull on 2 moves below where you just were.
Yep.
Even if you think oh, that'll tire me out a little bit. It's well, you're climbing on a 90-foot rock climb. If 2 more moves tire you out, you're in trouble.
Right.
And man, I've been guilty of it, of going up, getting into a sequence, and I'm okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And the second I get there, I'm oh, my feet are crossed up and they're 2 feet lower than I thought they were going to be.
Right.
Because I just pulled on with my feet too high when I was rehearsing it.
Yep. Same when you get to a bolt. Don't just, if you can, don't just clip the bolt and say take. I like to clip the bolt, make another move so that I know that I'm established. A move or 2, climb to my waist as the bolt, something like that, before I say take.
Totally. And you actually just reminded me of something else. If you get up and get to a rest, don't just clip the bolt, say take, and be okay, this is a rest, we're good.
Yep.
Go up, clip the bolt, try
rest
and figure
for a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Figure out how you're going to rest, because every rest is a little different. There's so many times where you can find just subtle body positions where you can take weight off in different ways.
And you might find that it looks like an obvious rest, but it's not at all, and you need to keep moving.
I can tell you a lot of times that's happened where I'm no, those are jugs over there. And then the second you get there on point, you're oh wait, these jugs don't have feet.
Right.
Yeah. So yes, anything you plan on doing on point, rehearse. And this sounds like common sense.
But a lot of people screw it up.
Yeah. I mean,
I screw it up.
Me too. It happens. So these are just things to keep in mind. But for me, the biggest thing is don't rush it. Just really be patient and take your time.